are made. You are now tuned in to the Retro Philosophy Show. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what to do. Press play.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, the most hated, coming to you live from the Retro Philosophy Show, where I always listen to my man, 50 Grand, past the Retro. You know what it is.
Say, man, you know what it is, man. Special guest in the building. Much love and respect to my man, Retro, stopping through, y'all. Y'all know what to do.
Big Cell. You still keeping it 100.
You already know what it is. It's your homegirl, Lottie, Dottie. I'm in the building hanging out with Retro, and he ain't never lied.
Yes, indeed. What's up, everybody, including Lottie Dottie? You already know what it is. It's your boy Retro with you on today. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice. Yeah, you already know what it is. I will rejoice and be glad in it because he's been better to me than I could have been to myself. He's been better to me than anybody in this whole world could ever be. And so I'm just extremely grateful for his goodness and for his kindness that he has showed to me. How about you? Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise in the comment section. If you are feeling good on this morning like a child of God should, and just make it be known in the comment section. We got a great interview for you on today. We've got a local legend. That's it. I said it. A local legend. And if you want to dispute it, meet me in the comment section because I'm telling you, man, it is what it is. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. We have the one and only Mr. Antonio McConnuighey is going to be joining us here on the Retro Philosophy Show. We're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff, man. This guy right here, man, I'm telling you, he's just a really good dude, man, genuine from day one. And so without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let's welcome to the show the one and only Mr. Antonio McConnuighey. Let's make some noise.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
All right, let me see if I can do this real quick. So, man, just go ahead for those who may not know, who are watching from some other part of the country, some other part of the world or whatever. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the listening audience.
My name is Antonio McConnuighey Sr. I'm from Mooresville, North Carolina, born and raised. Been here my whole life. Watched this town grow from trees and dirt roads to what it is now. I've been here and watched it. I pretty much been here my whole entire life. Own McConaughey bail bonds, Go Transportation. We own Above and Beyond Early Learning Center. MB monitoring and some other little adventures we're doing right now.
Okay. So, how was it growing up in Mooresville?
It was a lot different than what it is now, like that.
Okay.
It was actually it was that small town feeling where you can leave your door open at night. You can leave it unlocked without nobody bothering anything. And if somebody did do something, you would know who it was. You know what I mean? Because the neighbors and everybody looked out for each other.
Okay. And so some of the changes, how has it changed? In your opinion, has it changed? It's been for the better, or?
I like the growth of the town.
Okay.
I think it's needed, and I think we're on track to do something great around here. But I do say we got a lot of people from up north here, which is not a problem, but it can be because Moore's was getting a little congested with 150. I mean, we all go there.
Yeah.
The traffic, and I'm glad that they're doing that they're fixing the Highway 150 because that's going to help out a whole lot. But other than that, man, I mean, it's really not a whole lot of complaints.
Okay. So you've got a lot of hats on you wear a lot of hats. You got a lot of irons in the fire. Let's talk a little bit about how you became an entrepreneur. How did that whole process happen for you?
Well, I'll give you the uncut version. All right.
Okay.
Um, I mean, for me, pretty much growing up in Mooresville, I'll say this: I didn't grow up and do the things that my parents wanted me to do.
Okay.
I put it to you like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was out in the streets, and I'm not ashamed to say, I was running the streets. I was doing everything that I had no business doing. But I say this though, I learned a lot. Life taught me some stuff the hard way, um, and it was the grace of God that I could have been dead. I could have been in jail. I mean, I have had close friends die. I've had some of my close friends go to prisons for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God saved me. I mean, to be honest with you, I can't give nobody else the credit. It wasn't nothing but God. He
Right.
left me here for a purpose, and I do know what my purpose is, and I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. How old are you right now?
I'm 47.
47, 47. Okay, so 47 years old, and so you started out and you had your stint in the street, you had your experience out there. What was it that changed for you and caused you to go a different direction?
Um, I mean, seeing the outcome, seeing what going the wrong way will get you. You see some close people that that you grew up with die
Mm-hmm.
or go to jail. Families broken up. I mean, things like that. I mean, that's what really got me, man. And I mean, I had some really close friends go away for 20, 30 years, and I mean, I just didn't want that for myself, man. I had daughters at the time, and I just didn't want them growing up without me. You know what I mean? I would say that I wouldn't say I was the absolute best parent when I was younger growing up, but I would
Mm-hmm.
say I wanted to be present for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that for a moment because a lot of times there's a saying when you know better you do better, and I think a lot of people they get hung up on their mistakes in life. Nobody has the manual for raising kids and being a parent and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me. You
hmm
said you wasn't necessarily the best parent, but you wanted to be present in their life. How did you deal with situations where you thought, or were there situations where you thought, man, I'm bombing out as a father?
Well, listen, I put it to you like this: having daughters,
Mm-hmm.
you it's one thing to be a father to them, but also you're trying to be that model of a man that they may meet one day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And when you're out in the moment, you don't think about that. You're out in the streets, you're doing your thing. That wasn't important, but it started becoming important as they got older. And I just wanted to be a better example, as a
Mm-hmm.
man for my daughters. And then I'll tell you this: um, when I met my wife, is when everything started to fall in place.
Okay.
Um, she pretty much I say completed me
Mm-hmm.
1,000%. Without her, I think I would have went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
I put it to you like that
Yeah.
because she reminded me she didn't tell me what to do, but she reminded me when I was going off the deep end or doing
Mm-hmm.
something. And then my son Josh, me and her got together. He was younger. He was 2. Um, I wanted to be a good example, a good role model for him,
Okay.
and I never wanted him to do or be a part of some of the things that I was a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Put it to you like that. And if I felt like if I could show him the right way, um, and give him a good example, it would be no excuse for him. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah. That's real talk right there, man. It's amazing. The Bible says a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with God. And then of course there are people who say you want more than just to get married. You want to make sure you marry a wife. And
Yes.
so what age was it when you met your wife, or of course your girlfriend initially?
I was 20, 25, 26, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing. It was right when I needed her the most, when I was
Yeah.
getting ready to tank out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you was getting ready to tank out.
Oh yeah,
So
I was man. It was what it was. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
yeah,
was either
yeah.
gonna go all in or go to
Hmm.
prison or
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I say no more. I definitely understand,
Yep.
man. It's amazing how we get to that place, and then God sends a refuge. He sends the help. He sends
Yes.
man. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes.
So how long have you guys been married?
It'll be 19 years this year.
19 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Antonio McConnuighey and his beautiful wife, Mrs. McConnuighey. Yeah, yeah, they doing the doggone thing. And so let me ask you this, because a lot of guys, Antonio, they have a good thing, but they don't want to let go of them streets, man. They still think they got something to prove.
I
You know
tell
what I
you
mean?
this, man. Man, listen. You gotta make a decision.
Yes, sir.
Life changing decision. It's either you want them streets, and you gotta look at the results of the streets. You name one person that the streets have really elevated. I mean, just really elevated without consequences. Now, I mean, they may have all the money, they may have all the cars, all the girls, but what are the consequences? You got jail, you got death. You know what I mean? You're losing
Yep.
friends because you're showing them, you know what I mean, the wrong way. So, yeah, man, there's consequences behind all that. I say you just gotta make sure that when you got somebody real, man, you got to take care of them, man. And
Gotta take
and
care
if
of them.
God sent them, and you know when God sent them, don't mess up what God sent you, because your grandma, your great grandma prayed for you,
Come
and
on
that's
now.
part of your prayer. I mean, God sending you your helpmate, and you got to know it when it comes.
You got to know it when you come, when it comes, man. You absolutely do. Real Shell is in the building. My lovely wife is also watching as well. She says, I love Erica Wilson McConaughey and Antonio McConaughey Sr. Let's make some noise for those that are tuning in on today. And if you know this gentleman, make some noise in the comment section. Let us know where you know him from. You said something earlier, and I don't want to gloss over the what we were talking about, but I do kind of want to go back a little bit, because you said that you're not ashamed of your past. You're not ashamed of where you come from.
Right.
How often does your past try to rear its head, if you will?
Well, let me put it to you like this: growing up in Mooresville,
Mm-hmm.
I see it's a lot of people that I did grow up with that's no longer here. They
Mm-hmm.
moved away. You know, they got out of here, and and now I say over the last 5 years or so,
Yeah.
I can see why they left,
Mm-hmm.
because it's hard to stay in a city and become a new person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And change your whole life, because there's so many people that look like me. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be frank. That look
Right.
like me,
Yeah.
that want to allow me to change. Does that make
Wow.
sense?
Oh yeah.
Because every time that I'm trying to do something positive, then I'm going backwards trying to defend something that's old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because because God has forgiven,
Mm-hmm.
God has got a new path for my life, but you as the person are not letting it go, because the outcome of my life may have didn't go the way you wanted to go. No,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't have to do what a lot of other guys did. God spared me. That's simple as that. But I'll tell you this:
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys in my situation, they've been to prison, or either they snitched and not went to prison. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: one thing I never had to do, I had never had to do go that route, and
Right.
I thank God for that. You know what I mean? Some of my closest friends, one of my closest friends,
Mm-hmm.
is probably the strongest person that I probably ever met in my whole entire life. And he done 19 years. And
Mm-hmm.
all 19 years, he was my support system while he was behind the wall.
Wow.
So, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's things like that make me not ashamed of my past,
Mm-hmm.
because I know, you know what I mean? In my
Oh yeah,
past, I met
absolutely.
some people that was life changing, you know, that want me to change. Now, those people want me to change. It's
Mm-hmm.
ironic that it's those people that want you to change, but it's the people that you would expect that want you to change. It's just like, oh, you remember when he used to do this? Yeah, you know, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I got this shirt, and this shirt says, bringing up my past is almost like robbing a house that I no longer live in. I'm no longer there.
I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. But people will do it, man, and you have to be strong in knowing
Yes.
who you are, where you are, and where you're going.
Yes.
I'm afraid of people that are afraid of their past.
Yes. Yes, I am too.
People who are ashamed of their past, you can't trust them. You know,
Right.
that's my
Right.
opinion. You know, so again, we salute you, sir. I remember meeting you. Let's see, I came to Mooresville in '03, the end of '03, and I probably ended up meeting you sometime shortly after that. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, through town and everything. Now, when I first met you, I do believe that your reputation preceded you. Forgive me, but they used to call you man boy, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I remember, I don't know if it was you and I who had this conversation, but I remember somebody saying he doesn't like being called man boy anymore. Is that true? Talk to me about that.
Well, yes, because some people do it. They do it to try to remind me or to bring up my past. Does that make sense?
It does.
That's a name my great grandfather gave me because I was so bad when I was young.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm just telling you, man, I was. Oh Lord, I used to sit around and think about doing bad stuff, and I
Yeah.
did it. Anybody grew up with me knew that's what I done. I just did whatever I could to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But as I got older, man, I would rather you call me Antonio. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? I don't mind nobody calling me man. I don't care about that. My family do that.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's a level of respect depending on the circumstances and where we at. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
Absolutely.
Even when I was coaching at the high school level, I would have parents that would do it on purpose because they were trying to be slick. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
I never had I never said anything, but I knew, you know, where it was going. And then they had a kid doing it or what. You know what I mean, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's still Mooresville. You know, we're still
Yeah.
it's still Mooresville.
Well, let me say this, Antonio. I never had a problem switching and addressing you as Antonio or Mr. McConnuighey. Come on, somebody. But here's the deal now. A lot of times we get nicknames, and as you said, you know, you would think about things to do that was bad, and we sometimes these nicknames can have a whole persona of themselves. The Bible
it can.
says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And I think there's a lot of people, Mr. McConaughey, who need to shed some nicknames that they're still living up to and holding on to.
Yes. Yes.
And so if we're not careful, we'll be amongst people who will want to try to shame us for demanding the respect that we are due. You're no longer doing the things that man boy used to do. You know, you're walking in a whole different light, a whole different understanding, et cetera, et cetera. So again, man, my hats go off to you, sir.
You know, I had this conversation with a gentleman one day at the cigar lounge, and he told me, he said, sometimes you got to stop and maybe you got to reintroduce yourself to some of these people because it's obviously they don't know you. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy that used to run around the streets, sleep with all these different women, you know, running drugs, whatever. I'm not that guy. Okay, so who I am, I'm Antonio McConaughey. I'm a father. I'm a husband. You know, I try to be a positive member of the community. Give if I possibly can. If I can help anyone, I want to help them. I mean, that's who I am. You know what I mean? And you know that's who I answer to. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So let's talk about it. Okay, so you know, you make your transition. You meet your wife. How long were you guys dating before you guys got married?
2 years.
Okay, and that's what's up. Because when you know, right?
You're exactly right.
I'm embarrassed for people when they say they've been engaged for 7 years and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you ain't engaged, you being tricked, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You gotta make that. You gotta make a grown man decision. At
You
some
got to
point
make
in
grown
life.
man decisions. Absolutely, man. So how did you know? I know you kind of spoke about her earlier, but how did Mr. McConnuighey know that Erica was going to be his wife? What was it about her? How did you know? Because some people don't believe in love.
She never wanted anything from me.
Mm,
She didn't care what I had.
hmm
Flashy cars didn't. None of that did it for her.
Right.
Because Erica had a father that was a model. Her
hmm
daddy's always been a role model in her life and showed her what a man is supposed to look like.
Mm,
So I wasn't dealing with one of these girls out here that's weak when it came to not having a father or no model or show them what a man's supposed to be.
hmm
She already knew, and she held me to that standard. So her holding me to that standard is what helped me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
didn't allow me to be lazy. You know what I mean? It was times where I put it to you like this. It was times where when I start changing my life, that
hmm
means I start changing the way I was hustling. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm hmm
So,
hmm
and when you do that, the main problem, it's no different than someone that's strung out on drugs. When they make that transition, then the temptation to go back to your old life is always going to present itself.
hmm
You know what I mean? But you got to be strong enough. And if you get with a woman that's all she want, guess what? You right back out there doing what you was doing. But
Right.
when you get with that one that God sent for you, the one that prays for you, the one that sings to you, like bro, she used to just sing like
hmm
Lamb of God. Like she grew up in the church. Like some of these songs completely changed my life.
Yes, sir.
And when I say this to people, they be like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes." So I knew right away because I'm not gonna say I knew. I didn't know how to hear from God at the time. I'll be honest,
Okay.
but I knew it was something that I've never been accustomed to. I've
hmm
never seen it before, so I knew. You know what I mean?
Right. That's powerful, man. So here you guys are young in love, and you're feeling all this stuff that's transpiring in your life. What was it? When was it that you decided to walk away from the streets?
My best friend went to prison, went to jail,
hmm
and I'll never forget when he went to jail. He called me or I called him, I forget. But we were talking on the phone, and he said, "Bro, listen, I got something to tell you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Bro, listen, game is completely over
hmm
forever." He said, "You know I love you, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "So I would never tell you anything that would harm you. Anything I'm telling you right now is going to change the outcome of your life. Believe me." And I took his word for it.
Wow.
And then my wife, with everything she was doing, it's like right on time. Had my wife not been there, I could have went back home and reverted back to what I was doing, but she was there. You know
hmm
what I mean?
And so that was enough for you to start looking elsewhere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
Now, a lot of times, when you're out there in them streets, we look at the people who are addicted to the product that is being sold, but then there's the addiction to the lifestyle. There's the
Oh
addiction
my
to
God.
the fast money, the cars, the girls, the power, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so what did you replace that with? Because I'm saying I'm sure as long as you was out there, you had become accustomed to that lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Um, love.
oh man, okay, okay, good answer,
Love.
good answer.
I never felt besides my mom, my
Uh huh.
dad, and my immediate family, I never felt the love that she gave me.
Wow.
Never felt that. I never felt it. That right there
Yeah.
was the game changer. She loved me because of who I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever hear the story when somebody say, "I go find $1 on the ground, and that dollar is a clean dollar. Pick it up. It's $1.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth $1, right?
Right.
But then I go find another dollar on the ground. It got mud all over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was that dirty dollar that she picked up and
Mm-hmm.
started to clean off. You know
Wow.
what I mean? Same value,
Yeah.
the same value, but she had to get some dirt off of me.
Yeah.
And through the grace of God, and us all working together, that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Man. Hey, look at man. I ain't know your love story was so powerful, bro. I'm just gonna tell you the truth, man. I mean, I see you and Erica doing your thing and stuff, you know, and I respect it. But yo, this is real good, man. This is real good, man. So love changed your life. And so at what point was it that you started to, because you've been an entrepreneur, because I'm saying, but at what point was it that you you changed it up to a legitimate entrepreneurship?
Um, Man, when I just knew that I wasn't gonna do anything to jeopardize me being away from my wife and my
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made that decision. Everything else just fall in place. God had to be number one.
Yeah.
I couldn't be toying around with with God saved my life. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way I can keep playing around. I got
Come
to be
on.
for real. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've seen too many people leave here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That didn't do what God asked them to do. So I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't play around no more.
So what was your first business venture?
Oh man, I started a little cell phone store with some guys from Charlotte, boy, and they taught me, man, they taught me some stuff, bro. They taught
Okay.
me
Okay.
how somebody will cheat you.
Yeah.
They cheated me so bad, man. Uh, it was so bad, and I had put my money in, um, and I was too deep in, man. Oh man, they tore me up, man. But
Yeah.
it taught me a lesson. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that was the first lesson that I learned in business. You know,
Yeah.
trusting people that I didn't even really know. You know, it just
Yeah.
sounded like a good idea.
Yeah. That cell phone industry was
Yeah.
something else, boy. You know, folks was trying to get into
Oh
it,
yeah.
and
Oh
man,
yeah.
it was
Oh
it was
yeah.
something else, man. It was indeed, man. It was indeed.
Yep.
So okay, so you did your hand at that. That didn't necessarily work out the way you wanted to. And then where did you go from there? What was next?
I was actually working in a call center, man, and I just started. I worked there for a while.
Hmm.
I started doing income taxes.
Oh yeah, I
Did
remember
that
that.
for
Yeah.
I did that for like 20 years, but I just I stopped having fun doing it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's good hustle. I learned a lot, but I just didn't want to do it no more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm thankful for the opportunity. Um, but it just wasn't. You know, the season was over. Put it just
Hmm.
like that. Um, but I'd say this: when I got into the income tax business, I met well, I already knew him, Deshaun Connor, man. I'm gonna tell you something about him, man. He put his hands on me and brought me in when nobody else would want me around him.
Hmm.
He believed in me and brought me in and showed me the way and trusted me and man, I'm gonna tell you, I can't say enough about how much I respect and appreciate what he did for me because he didn't have to do it.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so we've got I call her X. She's watching from the Fayetteville area. She says, I'm going through a lot of things myself being a new business owner. What kind of advice would you give to a budding or a new entrepreneur, Mr. McConaughey?
Man, first thing I'm gonna say, man, is what I did, man, is I had to get my relationship right with God before I can move forward on anything.
Mm,
I had to do, you know what I mean? I know people don't want to just trying to do business. I'm telling you, God has to be first. I became 100% tither
mm-hmm.
for a long time, and that's something my wife pushed me towards right there.
Yeah.
And you would be amazed on what happens when that favor of God is on your life, man.
Come
There's
on, bro.
nothing that you can't do, man.
True indeed.
There's nothing. I'm gonna tell you this. There's absolutely nothing that I feel like I can't do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how God has changed my life.
That's powerful. That's powerful. The scripture says, I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. So, Mr.
Yes.
McConaughey, you can do anything you put your mind to do. That part
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I remember at one point you was doing the trucking thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. That is a great business.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have the manpower, nor did I have the patience to do it. And what I mean by that is that I wanted to be more of a hands-on father. You know what I mean?
Okay,
In the
okay,
house. And the only way I could do that is I had to figure out another hustle that keeps me there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? At home. Now I
Yeah.
could have got on the road, man, and run those box trucks, man. I
Mm-hmm.
could have. Oh man, I could have made crazy money,
Yeah.
but still, it didn't. It wasn't sufficing what I was trying to do. I was trying to make sure I be a father as well. I started coaching AAU basketball,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to put my time there. I wanted to be able to make money,
Mm-hmm.
put my time in with the kids, and everything equals out. Does that make sense?
It makes much sense.
So
Absolutely.
that's why I had to step away from the truck, and it just wasn't allowing me to do that.
So I want to say this, and you can definitely elaborate on it. There are some people who they get out there and they say, I got to make some money to provide for my family, but then the very money that they're making to provide for their family, they allow to take them away from their family.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And so it's like, I just think that we have to be careful because the love of money is the root to all evil, not money itself.
Yes.
But
Yes.
some people, they covet after it so much. But the mere fact that you are a tither and you understand the concept of family, man, that goes a long way right there, man.
Yeah. I tell you this. If we backtrack, I forgot what year it was. I know my son was 5 or 6 years old. I
Hmm.
was coaching basketball at Lane Tree Charter.
Hmm.
Um, that year I was fired for no absolute reason. It was all over the news. They don't. Hey, once again, they don't brung up my past.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
all over the news. So that's an example of what you asked earlier
Right.
about someone bringing up your past.
Yeah.
Man, they showed where I had been arrested 40 times. All this on the news, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, I was fired from Lane Tree Charter for no reason. Absolutely no reason. They said I failed a background check, but I didn't. I mean, I had been arrested but no convictions. Does
Right.
that make
Right.
sense?
Right. Absolutely.
So so I passed the background check. I had been working there 3, maybe 4 years. We had came a long way and just got in there and listened to a old officer that used to be at Mooresville instead of really finding out the
Hmm.
information. But when God has his hands on you, you got to trust God no matter how it looks. And let me tell you what I mean by that.
Hmm.
Had he not allowed me to be taken away from that job, then the time that I put in with my son now,
Hmm.
um, the advancement that he's made in life and in sports and in school probably would not have happened. The advancement of McConnuighey bail bonds probably would not have happened because I would have been locked in somewhere where
Right.
God was probably saying my season was over anyway. Does that make sense?
It makes good
It may don't
sense.
look like he allowed my son. I'm gonna tell you the hurtful part about that situation.
Hmm.
As a father, I wanted all my boys. I mean, Josh is 23. If I told them I'm about to go pick this house up, they probably gonna believe me
Yeah. Yeah.
because I've only showed them that. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for my son to watch me get fired from a job and I'm all over the news,
Hmm.
I was expected to be torn all the way down. Right? That's the
Yeah.
trick of the devil. Tear
Hmm.
you all the way down. You can't do anything. You're done. I just rode the wave. I was believing God. My girls that played at the school, they stayed in touch with me. They helped lift me. I kept following them. The promises was made. All of my girls still went to college or went to the services where they were going. Everything still was done. God still had his hand on it and everything else worked out. But then I was able to put the time in where it needed to be put with my son
Mm.
and in my business. And I thank God that he did it that way because I mean now I look back, if it wouldn't have happened that way, then things wouldn't be like they are now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. What the devil meant for evil, God turned it for your good. Yeah,
Yes.
real
Yes.
talk, real talk. You are a entrepreneur, and sometimes we're willing to give someone else our time and lend them our passion. But sometimes God will come by and say, "Nope, you've given them enough. And because what I'm getting at is sometimes we need to pour into ourselves the same way we would pour into another man's,
Yes.
business, if you will.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You did the cell phone store, you did the trucking thing for a while. What came next? When did McConnuighey bail bonds come into fruition?
2016, I started working on it.
2016.
Um, yeah, I got rolling. It was different, man. I
Uh
liked
huh.
it though. I mean,
Yeah.
that was different. It was hard work at first. I jumped out there. I enjoyed it because I was seeing that I had the key. I had the key to get somebody out of somewhere where I didn't never want to be. Does
Yeah.
that make
Yeah. Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
I never wanted to be in there, so I know how it feels. And when you get them out, you're creating relationships with some of these people, man. I've met some of the best people that I've bonded out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's crazy, but I've met some of the best people. I did business with people that I've gotten out of jail before. I've helped their kids.
Yeah.
They've helped me. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's that right there in itself, man, is the ministry, and I love it, man. I still love it to this day. It's not about the money. It's all about the ministry.
Yeah. So we got so much to talk about tonight. For those of you who are just joining us, Summer Neal, I see a young lady. God bless you. Thank you for joining the broadcast on tonight. Tanya Brown is in the building. Let's make some noise for her. And everybody else that's joining the conversation, please feel free if you have any questions or comments to let us know in the comment section. We have the one and only Mr. Antonio McConnuighey, lifetime resident of Mooresville area and a living legend in his own right. Let's make some noise for him. So, Mr. McConnuighey, talk to me about the power of second chances.
Oh man, the thing of it is you got to realize it's your second chance. You got to know that. You can't be going through life and thinking I'm doing all this stuff and nothing's gonna happen to me, and I'm invincible. That part
Mm-hmm.
got to stop because when 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 my friends and the people that I love went to prison, I always say this right here, and I don't like it when someone judge someone that's went and done time
Mm-hmm.
or got locked up, got released. What is the difference between that person and you? You know the difference is they got caught, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you probably did what they. I guarantee most people listening right now done. They don't committed a crime that somebody they knew went to jail for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't sit on this seat like you're better than them because you're not, because they got caught. You didn't. But here's the catch to this whole thing. You really did get caught because the man upstairs saw you.
Right.
You never
Right.
can get away with him. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Absolutely.
So when I talk to people about second chances, I always say this: you got to thank God first for allowing
Mm-hmm.
him to for you to make it this far. Now you got to thank God for what He's about to do
Mm-hmm.
because He saved you for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, He ain't gonna say nobody can't use. He saved you for a reason. Thank Him for
Yeah.
what He's about to do in your life.
Mr. McConaughey, I've never had a conversation with you and it went left. I've never encountered you and it was a negative conversation. How difficult is it for you to stay so positive? Do you have days where, you're just not feeling your mojo? Talk to me about that.
Yes, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
In this town, man, it can come times with the hate. There's hate here. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of hate here in this town, and it makes me so mad because some of the hate is a misunderstanding or a conversation that needs to be had. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
And then, as I said earlier, a lot of the hate is the outcome wasn't the outcome you expected.
Mm.
You expected for me to be down and God brought me up. So you can't be mad at God's favor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We might have done the same things and done XYZ, but when God said it was over, I listened when it was over. Does that
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you may have didn't. So what I'm saying is that I I endure a lot of hate, and so does my family. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even down to my 12-year-old son. And it's good though. It's good because it keeps us motivated and it keeps us on our toes. And I don't address it. I let God handle it because I trust Him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I'll say this: it's days that it's some people that do certain things to sometimes because of who I am. It's hard for me not. I can't be around them. I have to just go about my way because I'm still a human being. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right, right.
And even though I don't, I say call me Antonio or Mr. McConnuighey, man, boy's still in there. He's still in there. He's still in
They
there.
better let him lay,
Let's
right?
don't get it
Just let him
twisted.
lay.
He's still in there, but leave him alone because he's gonna say some stuff to
yeah.
you that it's gonna be out of character because
Right.
that's not who I want to be. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's a challenge daily. But as I teach my son and my family, like you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You can't allow these people because if you continue doing the right thing and keep modeling the right thing, some of those people you're going to convert. They're going to come on over and they're going to see like, look, I've tried everything to bring this brother down or to prevent him from doing stuff. Let me find out about this God that he keep talking about.
Come on now, brother. Come on now.
You know what I mean? That's the minute. It don't. When people talk about ministry, it doesn't mean that you need to be behind the pulpit. That's what's wrong
Correct.
today. It's too many people behind the pulpit and not enough people out here working. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
Modeling in your life, in the eyes of God will go a long way when people can actually see it. Now, do I fall short? Oh, yeah. I've gotten mad. I've gotten mad at some teachers when it came to my son, like really upset. But you still got to bring it back and realize, like, look, you got to stay on course. You can't get off course.
I've got a saying. I'm going to share it with you. I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but haters are confused admirers.
Yeah.
You
I
see
agree
what I'm
with
saying?
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so I have a hat, and it says I love haters, and then underneath the brim it says motivation, right? And so I adopted that philosophy a while back, right? And I was like, yeah, these haters, but that's my motivation. I'm just, they gonna motivate me, and then God was like, nah, they're confused admirers. And so when I begin to look at it that way, Mr. McConaughey, I started feeling sorry for those that was hating on me because let's be real. There's some Negroes out there that's hating on you. You know what I mean? And we might as well keep it real, right?
Let's keep it 100. Yeah.
Let's keep it 100, right? They hating, right? And it's funny because sometimes they got more than you got, but they hating on a little bit that you got. I don't know, but anyway.
Yes.
But see, we know what it is. It's the favor of God, and the God in you disrupts the demons in them. But I digress. So when I begin to look at them as confused admirers, it changed the way I looked at them. It changed the way I processed the situation, and I felt sorry for them. You know what I mean? And so that's helped me when they get out there and start cutting food because you can see what they doing.
You're exactly right.
But so McConaughey bail bonds. You started doing that in 2016. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this about McConaughey bail bonds.
Okay.
When you hear McConaughey bail bonds, I always want people to understand it's not just me. It's a whole team. It's a whole team. I got an office staff that's amazing. Marilyn Caldwell, Lisa Davis, Trinika Adams, Samaya in Charlotte, my daughter, Sunshine's in Charlotte. Man, I got a great staff. Like, and then my agents, they take pride in what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Treating people right. I don't have pickup teams that go out here and be rude and mean and evil to people. I don't get a kick out of going hunting brothers down and taking them to jail. I never wanted to. That ain't me. I give people chance after chance. If I had to lock you up, you done something bad.
Yeah.
Like it's way off the deep end. I just say it's my team, man. My team is what keeps us together. But I'll say this one more thing about that business. McConaughey bail bonds probably donates more to, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go out on a limb now, more to youth in Mooresville area than some of the $1 million industries.
Wow.
And what hurts some of my staff is that they see how hard I go for the youth, for the high schools, for some of the sports teams, for some of the dance teams, and everybody that I deal with. They see it and they get so upset when they see these same people
Mm-hmm.
not acting accordingly. Like they're supposed to. They're part of the hate, but they hate it that they're taking my money but me, you know what? I didn't do it for that.
That
I
part
did
right
it
there.
because God said it. So
Yeah.
everything else is gonna work itself out.
And that's why the blessing is there, man. So McConnuighey Bell Bonds, you have an awesome team. I've had the pleasure of meeting several of your team members, a few of your agents. Now, 3 locations: Statesville, Charlotte, and Wilkesboro. Is that correct?
Well, we're Statesville and Charlotte. Wilkesboro, we're not there no longer.
Okay.
We don't have an
Okay.
actual office there, but we do have agents there. We have agents in oh God, we're in most of the major cities in the state.
Okay.
And if
That's what's
not,
up.
we have someone close to that city that can get there and take care of a bond if we need to.
Okay. I'm not trying to be all nosy, but how many active businesses do you have currently?
Uh, we have the Bail Bond Agency. We have daycare, Go Transportation,
Mm-hmm.
MB Monitoring, which what me and my son Josh runs. Am I missing something? I think that's pretty much it for the most part. Then
Okay.
we started our nonprofit with Youth 21.
Which we're going to definitely talk about there in a little bit. You guys did an awesome job with the. I think that was that the launch, or what was that considered?
Yeah, it's a launch, man.
Yeah.
Just doing what we do, man. Just launching and giving back and showing people how much we appreciate them.
Yeah.
Before we even get rolling.
Yeah. I mean, you guys. It was top notch, man. For those of you who do not know, I was blessed to be there at the event. The only problem I had with the event is Mr. McConnuighey, I mean, just had me up there in tears, man. I didn't show up in my black attire, my black suit attire and everything, and I didn't even bring a handkerchief, man. So I wasn't ready to cry, but it was it was touching, man. And you guys did an awesome job. So let's make make some noise for Mr. McConnuighey, his team, and Youth 21. So since we're there, let's go ahead and talk about Youth 21 because you have the Bell Bonds. Let me ask you this question first. Out of all that you do, is there one business that kind of just really has you, that really, that you enjoy?
I enjoy them all, but the bail bond business, and
Yeah.
I love the bail bond business, but I love our daycare as well. I mean, I love it all, and
Yeah. Yeah.
the daycare, man, is a lot of those kids, man. To see some of them grown now,
Yeah.
and being at basketball games and be like, man, they used to be at our daycare, man. And they
Right.
sitting
Right.
here, they juniors and seniors or in college. I'm telling my wife age now. Some of these kids in college that she used to have over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Go Transportation it's been a ministry as well, man. We've helped out a lot of people, man, for funerals, man, for different events.
Hmm.
When families didn't have, the resources to take care of that part, we stepped in and made sure it happened. I mean, you gotta bless wherever you can. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Gold Transportation because we talked about Bell Bonds. We talked about some of the others. How did that come about and why?
I'm gonna tell you how it started.
Hmm.
I don't her name gonna slip my mind as much as I always talk to her. Um, Pastor, what's her name? She gonna kill me. Um, her church is in Dyson Square.
Uh,
Chaz's mom.
okay, so not Donna. I can see her face right now. I just saw her
She
the other
gonna
day
kill
too.
me. She gonna kill me. Oh Lord! But she helped. She had a bus,
Yeah.
and I bought the bus from her.
Uh
She
huh.
sold it to me. She didn't have to. She really could have kept it. She
Yeah.
sold the bus to me, and I got the bus. I got it wrapped. And she told me. She said something like, I forgot what she said, but it was a word.
Hmm.
And she said it to me, and it stuck with me. But she believed in what I was trying to do. So when we got that bus, I had went to
Angela, that's what it
Todd
is. Yeah.
Abernathy.
Angela. Yeah.
Todd,
Yeah.
Todd Abernathy. I went to him and he adjusted my back. I used to go there all the time.
Uh-huh.
And you know, Todd opened a wedding venue, Philly
Okay.
Skycrest.
Okay.
Huge wedding venue.
Yeah.
Man, he said, Tonio, I got a guy that owns some buses that want to sell them all. He said, I think that you need to contact him. And I said, what? And the guy was, man, I'm at T&J Shuttles.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember them.
No.
Him and his wife was retiring. So I went down and had a conversation with him. And he said, yeah, I'm going to sell all these buses. And he just started giving me all these prices. And man, I didn't have all the money to pay him right then.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You talking 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 buses. I can't even get one. This man, this is how God works.
Right.
This is how God works. I can't even get one bus.
Mm-hmm.
But leaving there, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 buses.
Uh-huh.
It was over like a month and a half period. Now we're talking a whole lot of money that I did not have at the time.
Yeah.
But it's amazing when God has his hands on it, it all works out.
Yeah.
It was effortless.
Wow.
You put it like that.
Yeah.
He put his hands on it, it's gonna work out. And I got them all. Now he start like the vision is there, like what I need to do. I got a great team with that too. Emily Smith does our booking. We have Dwight Sloan, he's one of the drivers. Miss Shirley, she's one of the drivers. Man, I got some great people, man.
Nice.
Husbands and wife, like Adam and his wife. Like, man, I like I said, anything I do is always a team behind it. It's not me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna take all the credit because my team does their part.
So Go Transportation, you guys provide transportation for weddings, for nights out on the town, a little bit of everything.
Yes. We do a lot of airport runs, like pickup, drop offs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of weddings, funerals, sporting events.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's what's up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need transportation, make sure you reach out to Mr. McConnuighey and schedule your event. You know, he'll get you taken care of. Go Transportation. Let's make some noise. So you got a lot of things going on. You're raising a family and everything. And so Youth 21, when did that come about, and what is Youth 21 for those that are wondering?
Youth 21 came about pretty much. This is what it is. Youth 21, as I look back on it, it's pretty much what I've been doing all these years, but not pretty much putting it all together where it's supposed to be. Didn't organize it. Like God's been laying bits and pieces here, but I was talking to Miss Marilyn Caldwell in our office one day. She works in the office. And as I said at the event, I was just talking to her about Youth 21. I was like, it wasn't Youth 21. Then I was telling her how what some of my ideas was. I gave my ideas. Once I gave my ideas, she came back the next day, and her brother she had a conversation with that lives in D.C. His name is Rook. Man, he pretty much had a dream, and he named it Youth 21.
Nice.
And once he named it Youth 21, he gave me his side, and everything we said, man, we matched up, and man, we was spot on. It was crazy, man. So once again, it's God doing His work, man.
Nice. So what are some of the goals for Youth 21?
Man, we want to make a major difference here in Mooresville, man. We want to bridge the gap, man, in this community, and not just us. So it's other nonprofits here that's cranking up as well. We want to partner with as many as we can to get the work of the Lord done, man. There's so much work that needs to be done here, and we can't do it by ourselves. We're not coming in trying to take all the credit. Our main focus is the youth. I mean, I came in with a specific age, but honestly, lately, I know I can't do that. It's so many kids that need help. I mean, when we got high schoolers that's interested in going to college that don't know the first thing, or the parents are lost, we want to bridge the gaps. And that it's like so much that we want to do, but the main focus, man, is the kids, and it's not us. I just want people to know that it's not us trying to get any clout. It's us really wanting to help out in this community.
That is a beautiful thing, man. We appreciate you for everything that you do, man. These kids, man, they definitely need an organization like this.
Yeah.
Where do you see Youth 21? 5 years down the road, what do you see happening with Youth 21?
I see us in most of the schools in Iredell County,
Mm-hmm.
mentoring, setting up tutoring, pretty much during the summer, having summer programs to help kids
Mm-hmm.
reach their goals. You got a lot of kids with goals, and we're not just talking about sports. We're talking about academically. We're talking about kids that play that's in the band. I mean, I have so many resources of people that I know and the people around me who they know. I mean, we putting all this together. It's just organizing, man, putting it all together and getting these kids what they need, pretty much.
Okay, okay. Talk to me a little bit and share with those who are listening. Of course, like I said, I was blessed to be there at the launch. But talk to me about some of the awards that you gave out and why. And from what I understand, this will be an ongoing presentation every year.
Oh
These
yeah.
these awards.
Oh yeah. We gave out community awards.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see off the top of my head. Let me remember. We gave Miss Diane Miller a award
Mm-hmm.
for her hands helping ministry,
Mm-hmm.
her helping hands ministry. We gave her an award because she's always giving back. You know what I
Always.
mean? We gave Simone Graham an award
Mm-hmm.
for everything that she's doing at the high school. I mean, this is someone that grew up in Mooresville, went through every stage, to get to where she is, and I applaud her because I've watched her like give all her time, to these students. You can
Mm-hmm.
tell the ones that really love it, and she do. Melanie Allen, I mean Melanie down in
Yeah, yeah,
Woods.
yeah, yeah.
She's, man, always loving on these kids, man. She's sacrificing to make sure these kids graduate, get what they need. We gave them. We gave my best friend Derek Parks. We gave him an award. We gave him the Bounce Back Award, and that award consisted of someone that's been through it,
Right.
um, um, but came back and making a major difference. I mean, he started a trucking company of his
Mm-hmm.
own, and he actually out here running 18 wheeler that he bought himself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that's amazing.
Right.
Um, we had Deborah Garrett. She does these sweets. I forgot the name of her. Then she gonna kill me. Uh, but we gave her an award for the Small Business Award of the Year because I watched her go from zero to having three different locations with her and her kids, like selling, her sweets and desserts and stuff. Man, like that was powerful to be able to see that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To see people really are getting it from out the mud still, and,
Right.
and
Right.
not looking for a handout because we're in that place in America where people want the handout. They want that
Mm-hmm.
get quick, get rich quick. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's good to see people still out here getting it from ground zero, and doing it on their own.
Absolutely.
But I think that's pretty much. I'm
Co-
probably forgetting. Oh,
Coach.
Miss Eva Wallace for Chara Academy.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Reverend Wallace' wife, and
Mm-hmm.
then we gave the award to Mr. Brunt, Mr. Napoleon Lowry
Yeah.
Jr. Listen,
Yeah.
the legend. Now
Yeah.
that is the legend.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
coached everybody that was worth coaching. I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah.
He has made a major difference in this community, and we gave him that lifetime achievement award. So, and I was so happy to be able to do that, man. That meant a lot to me, man.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, yeah. It was done really really nicely. Couple questions I want to ask you, Mr. McConnuighey. Number one, I preached a message one time a long time ago. Everybody that came with you can't go with you.
Oh yeah.
How do you yeah, how do you deal with those decisions when you? Because sometimes you just gotta let people be. You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with that?
I think the weakness. I'm gonna tell you one of my weakness. My weakness is sometimes I let people linger on longer than supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's something I'm working on. everybody can't go with you because a lot of them are gonna start looking and being a Judas to the situation. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
They're gonna be, why not me? They're gonna get that syndrome
Mm-hmm.
opposed to staying on track and staying focused. Because anybody that knows me, I'm not one that wants all the spotlight. I don't care about that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I want to make sure that we are all getting what we need.
Right.
But it comes a time where, like you said, some people just can no longer eat at your table,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to be able to decipher that and just let them know, like, this is how it's gonna be. It's no hard feelings, but
Right.
if I'm gonna advance, I must move on.
Mm-hmm.
Because something that you're doing or something that you're not doing that does not fit, what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Well said. Look, sir, we appreciate you coming on here, talking with us on tonight, everything that you had to say. What does Mr. McConnuighey want to be remembered for? How does Mr. McConnuighey want to be remembered?
Oh man, I like to remember this. Somebody that really cared, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cared enough, because I mean, it's one thing I could say is that I really genuinely from the bottom of my heart care, because I can tell you this, and I've said this to a couple of people. We're here in Mooresville by choice, not
Mm-hmm.
because we have to be. It could have been very easy for me to move my family downtown Charlotte in a high
Mm-hmm.
rise
Mm-hmm.
and never come back to Mooresville unless we're doing business, and
Mm-hmm.
not even be a part of this community. I
Right.
could have took my son and uprooted him. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
didn't do that. I chose to try to still make a difference here. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to be remembered as somebody that really cared and willing to sacrifice. You know what I mean, to help the
Yeah.
community.
Let me.
But
Let me.
no,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No. No. You good.
I say this because I didn't mention this. I think what the direction we're going is in a great direction, because my brother Rakeem Brawley, that's on the
Uh,
school board.
yep. Yep. Yep.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. When I say God is
Mm-hmm.
all in this,
Yeah.
you got to understand. We've had hard people. We've had people that work hard in our family. We know
Mm-hmm.
that, but where we came from to where we are now is nothing but God.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd have asked us 20 years ago, would we be here? We would laugh at this right here. Me and him worked together at Mooresville High School, and together we probably couldn't pay a bill. That's how much
Mm.
money was making. You know what I mean? We struggled,
Right.
but we still was in it for the same purpose. And from where we came to where we are now, I just say, man, everything that we're going in the right direction. God has His hand on everyone that's in my circle. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's Chris Peoples. Like, we came up together, and I
Right.
mean,
Right.
it's
Right.
only a testament to God, man.
So, Mr. Brawley, he was on earlier too. He was reminding us that it was Angela Leach who you bought the buses from.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, Angela Leach.
Mm-hmm.
So he is the first member of your family who is an elected official.
Yes.
Now, my question to you is he just opening the door? In other words, do you see any elected position for you in the possible near future? Is that something that you
Oh
would consider?
man, I don't know if they're ready for that. I don't know about that yet.
You don't know if they're ready.
Listen, we've talked about stuff like this,
Uh-huh.
but I can't say no. Who would have ever thought I would own my own company? Yeah,
Right,
I never thought that.
right, right,
I
right.
can't. I don't know what God has, but whatever God has, I'm ready for the challenge.
If God is in it, you ready for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Life-changing advice. There are some people that live by certain quotes and things of that nature. Do you have any quotes or anything like that? That's kind of like what's life-changing or something that you live by that you want to share?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. One thing that I read all the time is Psalms 91.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you something. That is my scripture right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that scripture right there defines and when I'm looking for that protection, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
I know God got me. When they're hating, hey, I
Mm-hmm.
go right to that scripture. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because the hate don't just come from, okay, your people hating on you. The hate can come from the inspector coming to your building and failing
Mm-hmm.
you because they're pencil whooping you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
That's the
been
kind
there.
of hate you got to learn how to deal with in business, because it's going to come also because you got people out there saying that knew you also, that
Mm-hmm.
also knew that you was out there, and you got certain people that will never respect the fact that you changed your life.
Right.
They're never going to do it. They're
Right.
always going to see you're guilty, right away, and they're never gonna see no innocence ever, no matter what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to be ready for that. You know what I mean? So those type people, you got to keep reminding yourself. You got to find your scripture, like I was telling you, Psalms 91. You
Mm-hmm.
got to find you something you can revert back to, because God made His promises, and God ain't never promised anything that He didn't follow through with.
That part. That part. Boy, I tell you, that preacher preaching tonight, boy. I'm just sitting here eating it up, man. We Hey, look, man. Anything else that we didn't address that you would like to share with the listening audience?
Man, I'm just gonna say this. With what we're trying to do with Youth 21, this is a us thing. And when I say us, I'm not talking about black. I'm not talking about white. I'm talking about this whole entire community. We
Mm,
together gotta change Mooresville. If we together can do it, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna take us all. I'll say this also. BOBW Cares with Damien Argett. We're feeding. He's been doing this for a long time.
mm-hmm.
Feeding at Fifth Street Shelter.
Yeah.
Me and him now are having once a month. We're having meetings with men there in the shelter, trying to
Mm-hmm.
have those conversations, those hard conversations, and the conversation to try to help change their lives, get them back on track. So once a month we're doing that. If anybody interested in something, to come and help us with that, just let me know. I mean, because we're always looking for extra help. Because like I said, it's gonna take us all
It's
to
gonna
get
take
to
us
where we're
all.
trying to get to.
So, as far as the meetings at the Fifth Street Shelter for the brothers, which day of the week?
But we plan them out, and then we'll send it out. But they can email me, or they can text me, and I'll let them know. Once we get the meeting date, I'll send it out to them. But we definitely go, and man, it's amazing. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe. Like, it's simple things that we think is simple that has some people homeless. Does
Mm,
that make sense?
yeah.
Like a wife cheating. A wife cheating. This man lost his mind because he lost the very thing that he thought he would never lose. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And now he can't even function. So now he's homeless.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of. Then you got mental illnesses. You got some people that just need somebody. They just need somebody to love them.
Right.
They
Right.
got love them past their circumstances, and
Mm-hmm.
then after that, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any final words you have for those that are watching, Mr. McConaughey?
Hey man, only thing I can say, man, is I appreciate y'all having me, man. And keep God first. All the business entrepreneurs that's trying to figure it out, God is the way. You can read 1,000 books, but if you ain't pouring into God and listening to Him and waiting on Him, it ain't gonna work.
Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Before we go, I do want to share with those that are watching a little bit more information about Youth 21. If you guys are interested, you can reach out to Mr. McConaughey. And this here is their the vision statement, their mission statement, spiritual meaning of the number 21. It's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely powerful. Anything you want to say about this, Mr. McConaughey?
Yeah, if anybody has any kids or anyone that's interested in our program, just reach out to us. Our website is I think you got it right there. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick here. Bada boom, bada
Yeah, I'll tear
bang.
it up. There you go. I'll tear it all the way up.
Yeah.
Youth 21 Leadership Academy.com. But yeah, reach out to us. We're open, man. We want to help as many kids as we can. A lot of the males. If you have females, reach out to me. I have programs. I have a couple sisters that's doing that thing. I'll point you in the right direction. But for those brothers, man, just send them my way. And like I said, it's not a white thing, not a black thing. It's a us thing.
It's a us
We're
thing.
not. We're not. We're running this thing in the eyes of God. It ain't no. I'm not want to hear. Oh, my people. My people was all of us.
Right. That part right there. For real. Well, Mr. McConnuighey, man, hopefully we can get you back on here, at a later date, man, and just kind of, kick it again, just talk about some of the updates with the things that you've got going on. Please give our love to your beautiful wife and the family and everything like that. And we appreciate you for being here, man.
Man, I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold tight, man. Just hold on in the green room. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down and let these people go. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie, Dottie, you already know what it is. It's your boy Retro. We have the one and only Mr. Antonio McConnuighey with us on today, talking about all the things that he's got going on, and just really, really a cool dude, man. Just down to earth and humble. And I learned some things about Mr. McConnuighey on tonight that was really heartwarming and good to know. It was really, really good to know. So again, let's make some noise for him for joining us on today. If you would like more information about Youth 21, make sure you hit the inbox and we will send you over all the information that's pertinent for Youth 21 and some of the other things that he's got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, it's your boy Retro. Thank you for joining us on today. Make sure you realize that second chances do exist, and be kind to people, because you never know. This might be your chance to be a blessing to someone who needs a second chance. It's your boy Retro, man. God bless you and heaven smile on you.